Oh, it's looking so bad. Flow of the century. Man, when I tell you that Gary Antuanne Russell, yeah, he went in on Devin Haney in a brand new interview with Mill City Boxing. Man, in this video, I'm going to break it down, let you know what he said, let you know what I think, all that good stuff. So stay tuned to the end of the video. Brand new interview, Mill City Boxing. Gary Antuanne Russell had a lot to say. He said Devin Haney trash. He said Devin Haney, he's compromised. You know, he doesn't look the same. Ryan bashed him up, mollywopped him, and now Devin is kind of looking for answers and not the same fighter. And he believes it showed in the fight with Jose Ramirez.
And Devin Haney is trash. Devin Haney is broke now. Ryan Garcia done broke that boy. Ryan Garcia put him down, hurt him, and did all this beating on him. Now he don't even fight the same. He fought this Spanish guy, and he only threw 74 punches the whole fight, if that. Any hard shots he threw, it was probably a jab to the body. He only threw a couple of hooks, and his hooks wasn't hard. Were they clean? Okay, I give you that. But they wasn't even no effective punches. It wasn't like no shots that he fully committed to. It was scared shots. You can see in him that his heart ain't all the way there. Hopefully, it'll hold him over his next fight, because I don't know who the hell he got in front of him his next fight, but I just know him personally is trash. Washed up. I never thought he was good anyway. I just thought he was a good listener, and he tried to imitate Floyd to the best of his ability. But trash.
Gary Antuanne Russell says Devin Haney, I never really thought he was that great anyway, but now, you know, he's really trash. Ryan Garcia broke him. He looked broke down. He doesn't really want to commit. He was throwing scared shots. The best he was doing is maybe a jab to the body. He only landed 70 some odd punches, and you could tell that his heart isn't really in it. That's what Gary Antuanne Russell is alleging. Now, the funny thing is this. I tell y'all I'm the best in the business, and it's not even close. I told y'all, then I showed y'all. Notice, if you follow my channel daily, you will notice the stuff that I say on my channel. You start to hear the people in the industry, fighters, trainers, former fighters, former champions, etc., say almost to a T what I've been saying. So I feel like I'm in great company. I must know a thing or two, being the best in the business, and it's not even close, right? Gary Antuanne Russell is not telling you anything Boxing Ego hasn't told you. You guys, I tell you, listen to me, listen to the Haneyacks. I don't really give a I'm still going to get paid regardless. But at the end of the day, Devin looks compromised. I told you before the fight, because he was on a year layoff alongside Ryan Garcia. This was going to show us, because as far as I seen it, and this was just a forecast before he stepped in the ring, because when a fighter comes back from a beating like the Ryan fight, you don't really know. You can speculate how they're going to look, but fighters are defiant by nature, so maybe they excel when you thought they would fail. Who knows? But my forecast, I told you, is going to be hard to come back, because Devin was in between a rock and a hard place. I watch a lot of boxing throughout my years, and I know the history of the sport, and history repeats itself. Very hard for fighters to come back. Your wounds may heal. Physically, you get over the physical beating, but boxing, I tell you, like 95% mental. So it's not just the physicality of the Ryan Garcia fight, because again, bruises, scrapes, concussions, you know what I mean? Things like that over time can improve, and like wounds can heal. But mentally, what is that going to do for you? And I said it. Gabe Rosado was another person who was saying it, and Devin did not have the performance needed to put that to bed. And now you see the chickens have come home to roost, right? People, when I was saying this, and when Gabe Rosado or whoever else was on the right side of history were questioning these things about Devin and the pressure he was under headed into any type of comeback fight, his first fight back from the Ryan Garcia fight, right? People say, oh, Ego's hating. Oh, Gabe Rosado is hating. You guys are some haters. Remember the Haney they were crying and stuff like that? But the reality is, Devin had an opportunity to shut us all up and say, you know what? That fight ain't did nothing. I'm bulletproof. I'm the Teflon Don. And it didn't change my confidence and bounce back in a major way. I've seen it done. It's just hard to do. Pacquiao does it. Pacquiao get knocked out and then Papa, I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank God. He give me another day to you know what I mean? And he'll bounce back and he's scrapping like he didn't just get knocked out by Juan Manuel Marquez, one of my favorite fighters of all time, right? Pacquiao's done it. Caleb Plant, another person did it. Caleb Plant got knocked out, lost for the first time, got knocked out by Canelo Peve, right? And he was no longer undefeated, blemish record, lost his title, got knocked out, and he bounced back so nicely. And it's a memorable knockout over Anthony Durrell where he did that dig a grave celebration, the grave digger celebration. So I'm not saying it's not doable, but you look at Caleb Plant and then you look at Devin Haney and watch both of their fights where they arguably lost or did lose for the first time. You can't tell me the way Devin performed, it got him a victory. I'm not doubting. I mean, that's common sense. Jose Ramirez wasn't doing much either, but there weren't expectations on Jose Ramirez. Nobody has Jose Ramirez on the top 10 pound for pound list. Nobody said Jose Ramirez is the next Floyd Mayweather. Jose Ramirez don't talk trash like the Haneys and the Haneyacks talk trash and talk about you too small and I'm gonna stop you. He's a very humble dude. I've met him, I've interviewed him, all that type of stuff. So the reality is the Haneyacks want you to focus on a topic that was never, ever part of the conversation. Again, nobody put Jose Ramirez at this place of his career in the top 10. Ring Magazine has Devin Haney in the top 10 and other people. So yeah, your expectations being younger, being that you're on the pound for pound top 10 list, we're expecting you to show something. And given the Ramirez that was in there, I think a lot more was expected of Devin Haney. That's why you got Gary Antuanne Russell like trash. It didn't look good. And you're always going to be judged by your peers. The funny thing is Devin, to respond to this performance and criticism, he very tone deaf from the Haneys. Very, very tone deaf. No real career or brand awareness or self-awareness. They post a video of Devin buying some AP watch and a Rolex watch iced out and stuff like that. That's cool. Good on you for being able to buy that. But at the same time, it don't look right. Like, you're trying to be like Floyd Mayweather. The big difference is Floyd did it. He did the flashy lifestyle, but he also looked flashy in the ring. So it kind of made sense. But when you're only looking flashy at the jeweler, that's not going to hit the same off a performance like Devin's as Floyd Mayweather beat Oscar, beat Canelo, then he'll go shopping. Then he'll be in Rodeo Drive. Then he'll go to the jeweler and, get iced out, get drippy and icy. You know what I mean? So Devin ain't even really doing it right in that regard. People, they're like, man, Devin looked timid. He looked scared. He don't look the same. Da-da-da-da. And your best response is beefing with the Charlos and buying jewelry. I mean, that's just not turning new fans on like, oh, I got to cop Devin Haney's next fight. So good luck. Enjoy them watches.